Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olinda and this is Olinda's Artistic Oddities. So I just wanted to do a super quick video. Hopefully it's really quick. Just going over a couple of things that I made and a couple of things that I got sent to me by Holbein recently. So if you're interested in those journal covers that you might see on the internet, I'm going to talk to you about how I made them and what I have inside, plus the stuff that Holbein sent me. Now please ignore my horrible nails. I just got back from Europe and had a surgery and I haven't been able to get them done, so like try not to focus on them. But if you're interested in these and swatching out these Holbein paints, then hang out with me for just a little bit and we'll talk about it. Alright, so first things first. So Holbein is an amazing company that decided to send me some awesome paints, and they didn't request anything from me. They just wanted to give me paints and I was so excited to get them. I do love Holbein paints, watercolor and gouache. I have many tubes, but this was just so unexpected. So they also sent me some stickers, as you can see here. There's some really cute stickers. I put one on the sketchbook. And they sent me the 5-color gouache set with the 15 milliliter tubes. So it is the primary magenta, primary black, primary yellow, primary cyan, and primary white. They also sent me some granulating watercolors. This is the flower set of 6 colors, and these are 5 milliliter tubes. Now, if you know me and you know my collection of paints, you probably know that I might already have these colors, but it's always nice to get another fresh set because I have been sharing my granulating colors with my friends, and I think that a lot of these are pretty low now. So if you want, we can swatch these out. I believe I already swatched this set out in this sketchbook. So right here, I was just trying to see what colors I could make. Of course I can make many because Holbein gave us everything we need to make with, you know, this beautiful primary set. But we can swatch it again. So this is the Sea White by Brighton sketchbook, and I used it recently, yesterday, whenever I did a little urban sketching. So I'm just going to flip to a clean page. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the granulating colors from the flower set. I have some clean water. And the first color I have is Trumpet Vine Red. Now I could go into my collection and go find the little granulating colors that I already have, but my paint bin is incredibly full, and yeah, I don't really feel like going through and looking for it. That paintbrush is dirty. There we go. So this color, Trumpet Vine Red, it looks like maybe it has like a little bit of pink and red, and I may not have done enough water. So let me get some more water. Yeah, that might be a little too much water. We'll let it dry a little bit. Okay, so as that dries, we're going to go into Cherry Blossom Pink. And I'm sorry if the swatches are not the best, but yeah. Also, I'm sure you can hear my fridge in here. It's quite loud. So this is Cherry Blossom Pink. So because they're granulating, I'm trying to give them some room to kind of breathe. Next, we're gonna do Mimosa Yellow. And that looks like a nice green, actually. Okay, next we're going to go into Jade Vine Blue. You can see a little bit of the yellow colors coming out from the first one, the Trumpet Vine Red, and like looking a little coral as it dries. Just not enough water for that one. Too much water for this one. That one's so cool. There's like, almost looks like purple. Next is Clematis Violet. And lastly, it is, let's see, looks like Equinox Green Gray. Equinox Green Gray. Now, I think the first time I swatched out Holbein granulating paints, whenever I got my small set, I did not use enough water. I didn't let the paint colors kind of granulate like they should. That one's so cool. I've learned my lesson since then, but now I'm adding way too much water, so it's going to take some time for my clematis violet to dry. But those are really, really pretty, and like I said, this is the botanical set, I want to say. The watercolor flower set. So next, we're going to test out the Holbein Artist Gouache. We'll start with primary magenta. Very nice. And I'm going to just make a little circle right here for mixing. And another circle for mixing. I don't want to waste it. Okay. Next, we're going to do primary yellow. So nice and bright. It makes a beautiful orange with the magenta. We're going to do another circle right here. I should probably do another one just in case. There we go. Okay, next we're going to do the primary cyan. Gorgeous, of course. Now, of course, if you know gouache, you know that it's inherently opaque, but I'm making it just a little translucent because I want to mix in the white and the black. So you'll start with white. Makes a really nice, like, buttery yellow. Very pretty. And like a bubblegum like pink. Gorgeous. Oh, as that clematis violet has kind of dried, you can see the yellow right there. Okay. Now we're going to go into the primary black. And you might be thinking, like, it's not doing anything, but it is making a warm black shade. Hopefully you can see that. Let me push it up just a little bit. There we go. Add some black to the yellow. Kind of gives it like a darker green. And just add a little black to the blue. Nice. So, as you know, these are endlessly mixable. You can mix and match and create so many different colors with this. As you can already see, we have a purple, an orange, and a green. So we have our secondary colors, and we can make tertiary colors from that. But it's a really, really nice set. And if you're a beginner to Holbein and their gouache, this is a really great set to start out with. I am not sure what it retails for. I know that at one of the local art supply stores nearby, they list it as, like, I want to say it's like $50 to $60, but I'm not sure what the actual MSRP is from Holbein. And I'm not really sure about the granulating set, unfortunately. Of course, prices are going to differ based on the different areas that you might be located in. So just take this as, like, I don't know, if you're interested, here's what they look like, and I hope you enjoyed seeing them. Next up, we're going to talk about my little sketchbook covers. Okay, and once again, thank you so much to Holbein for being so amazing and sending me these things. They absolutely did not have to, and I can't believe that they did. So this was so sweet. I will probably end up gifting some of these colors to my good friends that don't have these colors, just in case I have full-size tubes that are not almost empty. So first off, if you've seen the planner people on the internet talking about like planner covers, you might have seen this one that people have been making, and I decided to go out and make one myself. So this is for my small Royal Talon sketchbook. As you can see, I pulled the elastic a little too tight whenever I was making it, but I did add this little tiny bag and some charms, some stickers, some little gems, and little pins. And then I have my clip, some more charms, and there are definitely items in the pockets. So I do love this so much because what I found was that I can actually use it as like a little bag. Here, I'll put this back on so I can show you. So this is really nice and light, but if I just want to take my sketchbook and not have to carry it, I have one of these little bag straps, and this kind of just goes, I can either do it right onto the little circle that I have here, or I can do it directly onto the strap. And it's a little tangled, but there we go. I'll do this side as well. And there we go. So now we have like a little ready to go purse slash sketchbook, and it's super cute. Honestly, it's light enough that like it's very comfortable to carry. I tried wearing it recently and I loved it. I loved it so much, actually. So I'll take that off and we'll go back to the inside. So this cover that I made in particular, I used a bookbinding needle to kind of poke the holes in. I did put one of these little eyelets in there, but it was kind of hard to stick in there. As you can see, it's loose, so it's fine. These ones don't have eyelets. And I have my Royal Talons little, I think it's like a 5x3 sketchbook that's in here, and I can keep it shut while it's in there, or I can leave it open, it doesn't matter. I have my little clip here, and then at the top I have the main pocket where I have a very large palette, and then on this side I have a rainbow and graphite pencil. I have a little water brush, a business card. Oh, that's in the other pocket. Okay, let's zip that up. So on the other side we have a secondary zipper, and I have my Lamy Safari pen, a tiny water brush, a little travel paint palette from Charlotte Hamilton, Blue Shine Art on YouTube, which she filled with some beautiful Rosa Gallery paints. I love these paints so much. I want to buy some tubes of my own. It fits so nicely in there too. And then on the other side, I have my little tiny e-reader, my XT e-ink X3. And I think that's really all that I have in here. So I'm going to zip that shut. Okay. And then this just kind of goes around it, and we're ready to go. And I'll put a little clip at the top just so I have a clip ready to go. So this one is super cute. I really like it. It's easy to carry. It has everything I need all in one. So this is nice. Then I have my larger one, which is a little bit thicker. So I still have a little keychain bag on the side with some charms. I added some pins. This one is from my friend, made by Reb. And some little patches, just some washi tape, some more little keychains. I've got very keychain happy, and then I have some clips up here, some stickers, and just some ephemera inside. And this one's a little different because it's a lot heavier. I didn't want to do the bag clips on the side, like to carry it, although it would be nice, and it still does hold it if I have the bag clips. I instead put little loops on the tops, so it kind of holds it like that. Now we will undo this, and we'll go into the pockets. So we have the two clips at the top. In the front part of the pocket, I have a really dirty wristband. I have my little Roman Schmal palette, which is filled with colors. I have some paint brushes and a water brush, another paintbrush. I have a pen clip and a travel Da Vinci Casaneo paintbrush. And that's all I have in this front part of the pouch. I'm just gonna put that back in. Okay. And then because this zipper it just goes through the little loop really easily. So we're just gonna unzip to this side. And in this side, I have a 15 tin of Caran d'Ache New Color 2s, but it has a bunch of broken ones. So it's more than 15 colors. And then I also have, like I said, the ephemera, but I also put in my gouache palette with Shinhan gouache, my little Pentel Graph Gear 1000, a blue Micron, and of course some more paint brushes. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Some more paint brushes, and then of course just like I said, the ephemera. So throw that back in there, and I'll try not to hit the camera. Sorry about that. Got too excited. And then, like I said, it just kind of goes through little loops. These are not necessary, but I like them for the possibility of having the bag strap attached to it. Now, in here I have my other Royal Italian sketchbook, and it was open, but I've had it closed in there before too. So, and I have it just kind of set, I want to say, yeah, right there. So I went out sketching with it yesterday, and it was perfect. It just opened up, it was nice and flat, and I was able to paint, and I had all my supplies already ready for me there, and I did use a water brush for this one. So yeah, I'll put the little, there it goes. And like I said, this one's a lot chunkier because it is a bigger one with a bigger bag, but it still works. It still fits all the stuff, but it is a lot thicker in the hands than the little tiny guy. So I may or may not keep this on there. I mean, it is helpful, especially if you plan on carrying a whole bunch of stuff and not a bag full of things. But you know, to each their own. Right now I can see I'm squishing a brush in there, so I'm going to remove it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. These are my little journal covers that I made. I did make another bag that is not seen here because it's like nothing special, but it has this similar concept, or the concept to, I don't know if you've seen the Quell bags, It's basically a zipper pouch that I put the elastic band on the inside to hold my sketchbook, and then it zips up fully. And so whenever I open it, my sketchbook lays inside and all my art supplies can go inside. Now, I want to put patches on it and pins and kind of make it a little bit more fun, but right now it just looks like a little black zipper bag and it's kind of boring. But these were cute, so I wanted to show you guys these. But that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you in my next video. I'm currently combing through all of my Europe footage and going through all of the art supplies that I picked up in Europe. And that video, it's going to take a while because I have a lot of footage that I need to edit, but hopefully that one will be out soon. So until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye!